Welcome back. We are here with part 15 of Eliza's Reign, and actually today we're not even going to see Eliza. So we are doing check-ins. So we are starting with the Kitsune Grand Duchy, and we have 8 Sims in the household, but I want another baby. So sorry, German, why don't you just come outside? Nothing's going to happen. You're totally fine. This lady is not going to come and harm you in any way. Don't worry. So goodbye, German. Um, so now we have a slut in the household available. Anyway, this is exactly how I solved my problems. So I did want Leto and Aubrey to have another child. They already have Rachel there, but we want them to have another baby. So I am going to have Cordelia take her husband's gravestone and the two of them try for a baby. There we go. And we'll have her take a pregnancy test. The sadness is kicking in over her father's death, but she is pregnant. So next we will just head over to the graveyard and place the grave down. So let's do that. So his urn will go next to his picture here, right here in the Kitsune Mausoleum. There we go. I lost it. I lost the grave. Where'd it go? It's over here. Um, yeah. Anyway, we're doing well. So I'm just going to take one of these shelves because I did size down that pillar so that we could, make one more prominent than the other. So here we go. And then that is all set there. Next, we are going to head to the Siren Duchy. But first, I'm just going to move Cody in with the Perryton family because, him and Morgan are going to get it on. So they are both adults, so they can get married. So I am moving him out. Goodbye. I do want some space in some of these households. I only have enough Sims to fill up all the households, so um, it's not like, you know, there's actually going to be space problems once everyone gets married. Anyway, so we're having Giselle and LJ. They've been trying for a baby for a while now, and they can't have one, and they're really not sure what's going on. So I think that Giselle, who's an evil Sim, and is happy that everyone's sad because someone died. Um, Giselle is like, well, my husband's infertile. She's figured it out because, I don't know, she's got a normal menstrual cycle. I don't know. She's somehow figured this out that he's infertile. And so what she does is she invites Xander to the country club now, or she knows he hangs out there maybe. And so she comes here and she runs into him and she's like, Xander, hey. Um, and I think, any perfectly reasonable person would be like, oh, let's, get a donor or let's adopt. But no, she's like, how can I make this work? And so he's a triplet, LJ is, and Xander is one of his brothers. And Xander also has moved to Newcrest. So Giselle's like, well, no one would ever find out if I used Xander to have a baby. And it would look just like LJ because they're triplets. So instead of coming up with any reasonable option, she gives him 10,000 simoleons and then asks him to get her pregnant. So they woohoo over here in the hot tub. And this is a terrible, terrible decision. But in her head, as an evil sim, she's like, yes, this is the solution. So she has just woohooed with her husband's brother and so that she can have a baby. There were so many other options and she just didn't take them. Anyway, moving on. Next, we are headed to the Griffin household. So that is what we'll be doing. And our favorite sim right now, Esther, lives in the Griffin household. So let's head there and check in on these sims. So Mikael Jr., who's the heir and one of the triplets, is an adult, but the person who I'm planning on having him be with is not an adult yet. So I'm just going to get some of the teenagers dating. So I invite over Craig Raven. And so Esther and him are just chit chatting, getting to know each other. And he's like, hey, wanna woohoo? And she's like, okay. So those two are going off to do that. And Mikael Jr. is going to invite over Terry and try to get to know her better. And then I get a notification and it's like, oh, Esther could be pregnant. And I'm like, what do you mean Esther could be pregnant? I thought all my Sims had protection on them. Um, so we'll have to check on that in just a second. But for right now, Mikael Jr. is chit-chatting with Terry here. She's from the Perryton family, Terry Perryton. And they are just getting to know each other. And they are now pretty good friends. She's kind of tense. But anyway, we're going to have Esther take a pregnancy test. This is so far just been a one night stand. They don't even really know each other. So these two are going to get flirty, and Esther's pregnant. So I think her parents are going to be like, so this is a problem. um, anyway, these two are going to start dating. Terry and Mikael Jr. are going to start dating. Good job. But Esther is pregnant now, so that is not good. So we are going to have have Esther and Craig have this shotgun wedding because they need to get married before the baby's born. Nobody can know. Um, and then Mikael's like shaking his head, like, why does this always happen to people in my family? Because he actually had to get married as a teen because Cassidy got pregnant as well. So now Esther is having to get married as a teen because she got pregnant, and he's like, "Oh my God." um, I was not planning on that happening, and then it just did. So anyway, we're here in the Perryton family. Morgan and Corey are here, and I'm just gonna have them have a backyard wedding. I really can't be bothered to go to the cathedral again, so we're just going to have a backyard wedding. Let's invite over the club, and I do need them to get engaged first. So let's propose. And Morgan is currently the Duchess of Perryton because of the Perryton curse, where no Perryton Duke or Duchess lives to see their heir become a teenager. So it's happened twice. Anyway, you know, how many times does something have to happen for it to be a curse? I don't know, but I'm saying it's a curse. Anyway, these two are getting married in their casual clothes. It's fine. They're cool. They're good. They're meant for each other. Look at their outfits sort of match. They're good. So let's have them try for a baby and let's get everybody out of my house. And then um, Finn, what is Finn doing? Is Finn going to invite someone over? Yeah, Finn is going to invite over Raina, who is the heir to the Swan March, and her sister Stella had left with Seth and the others. So right now, she's the only one in her house other than her parents. So these two are going to get to know each other. They're, going to have blonde babies. Um, anyway, so she's pregnant. Yay. Morgan is pregnant, and we are doing good here. These two are getting flirty with each other. Deacon stopped by, but it's like, sorry, Deacon, I'm trying to, put the moves on here, so you got to skedaddle. So that's what's happening now. We want Raina and Finn to be dating, so let's get that going, you guys. He's feeling very flirty. She's also feeling very flirty. I think things are going well. One of these days, I'm going to give a makeover to all the Sims and not let them just be in whatever the game spawned, but that day is not today. Maybe one day I'll do like a huge party. Maybe I should do that next time. Some kind of big party where everyone looks nice and dresses nice and I actually put in the effort to make them look nice. Sounds like a lot of work though. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um, maybe for Reliana's birthday, they could have like a big ball. That could be fun. And I could actually go through the effort of making them all slow dance and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, it's just a thought. Don't quote me on that. We're moving on to the Raven March, where we have Blaze is getting close to death here. I checked the number of days he had. So anyway, not like that guy in the TV wasn't photobombing. We are going to get Esther and Craig close to each other because they have to get married because she's pregnant. Hello. You two have to get married like yesterday. So we are finally getting to know each other. And I think they're both just like, okay, I think I think Esther is kind of like a rebel type, but not like Seth. He's a delinquent. There's a difference. So, I think Esther is like, YOLO, but I think that Craig really like saw her and it was totally love at first sight for him. I think it was a one night stand for her, but for him it was love at first sight. So I think, I'm hoping that these two really grow into their life together. But she's my favorite right now, so I'm going to give her a good life. She's going to have a happy marriage and happy babies and everything. So there we go. Um, we are just going to do this and have them kiss and all that stuff. We need them to be able to get married. They're just going to elope real quick. We're not even going to hold a ceremony. They're still teenagers. Like, oh man. I think that Blaze and Killian are like, what is happening? And then Robin's like, my brother has taught me to use a condom. Anyway, they are going to get married, and we're going to kill Blaze because he's old, and I don't want to have to come back here when it's time. So, anyway, moving on. I think he's got like 20 days left or something. I don't know. Goodbye. Goodbye, Blaze. You're old. So, yeah, I just honestly, I go around killing the elders because I want to collect their urns for the graveyard. I don't want to not get their urns, um, because I don't want them to die somewhere and then I don't have their urn. So if I kill them, I can make sure I have their urn. And then the royal family gets to do things naturally. So here we go over to the graveyard again. Wish, wish, wish. And we will put down his urn. His urn is actually in the basement because only the duchies get mausoleums. Everyone else goes to the catacombs. So all of the marches and then all of the earldoms, which we'll be having soon, will go into the catacombs here. You can see I made a room for each march. So each one of them has a little doorway that leads to a room, but their founders get to be in this little hallway area. Moving on to the Lion March. Let's see. So we have Zachery and his little sister, whose name escapes me. Anyway, we are going to invite over. Oh, actually, is it Robin? Is it Robin? It is Robin. Okay, so Robin with the purple eyes, mind you, is going to come over here and start getting flirty with a Zachary. Now, the way I tried to do it is I tried to have for the most part, all of the duchies like marry other duchies. I mean, obviously, it doesn't always work that way, but that's how I made an effort to make sure that people married within their class, their noble class. So that's what's going on here. That's why two children from marches are getting involved with each other. Obviously, I couldn't make that happen for everyone. It just is not possible. But anyway, I'm making an effort. So here these two are getting flirty. And oh, suggestive look. That's right. That's right, Zachary. So here we go, almost there. Need these two to start dating. And I think that's all we're gonna do in this household. We're already like heading up on time here. Like I was planning on going to the royal family after this, but then I got to like an hour of filming and I was like, no, okay, forget it. So we're gonna have to go back to the royal family next time. But for right now, we are just going to head over to the Swan March here. And Marla is also old. Marla and Blaze are twins, so they're the same age. So let's get rid of Marla. Sorry, Marla. Um, and then it'll just be Apollo and Raina alone in the house on the farm together. So let's have Apollo come out here and clean the chicken coop and gather the eggs. We'll clean the other animals. We'll clean their barns, and we will shear the llama and we will milk the cow. Our cow's name is Lemon. Our llama's name is Rhino. So I'm also going to have Raina come and harvest some fruits from outside. Um, yeah, she's getting indoctrinated into the farm. Is that the right word? Anyway, Um, Apollo keeps trying to go inside and watch his wife die, and I'm like, no, go outside and take care of the animals. Sorry, Apollo, I'm sorry. So, yeah, he's sad. She's sad. Everyone's sad. Yeah, I get it. You're sad. Um, but look, Rhino's happy. Oh, I love Rhino. Anyway, we are also going to take this urn to the graveyard. But let's finish by milking the cow. It's okay, Lemon. You're okay. And Lemon's like, no, I liked Marla better. Um, Marla did have a way with the animals. Anyway, we are headed to the graveyard. We're going to put Marla's grave down here again. Like I said, each one gets their own little area. And I am actually going to put a little flower on Marla's grave area just because I feel like Apollo would leave one. They were really made for each other. You know, they both bonded over gardening and farming and everything. So, anyway, that's where we're going to wrap up our check ins. We had a bunch of relationships. Esther got pregnant. A bunch of people got pregnant, actually. Some people got married, and some people died. Did I already say that? I don't know. Anyway, we're fine. We're cool. We are moving on. We just had check ins. So next time, I don't know. Maybe we'll have a ball. We'll see. So I'll catch you guys then.